Hey everyone, had to go live for a little bit. Wait for people to give people a chance to come on in. Hold on, everyone. Hey Denise. Hey Laura. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Is it? I don't know. I got a new. This is a new toy, so I have a new laptop. I hope it's better quality than it was before. And I still need to get a mic, but I'm working on that. Every place I've gone to, it's been sold out of mics. It took me forever just to get this freaking laptop, man. I had to go to different places. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Good, good, good. I'm still using the same, but I know I need it for when I use my phone. I would definitely need a better mic because it's pretty bad sometimes. But yeah, hope everyone's doing great, staying safe and all that. But I just go live for a little bit, and you guys could we could either call in, or if you would like to be part of the show and you don't want to call in, you can always just join the panel here if we can get one going. I don't know. If not, no worries. There we go. So either or you can just chill, have fun, and enjoy. So, what did you guys think of the results of the Frauditer 2020 playoffs? Did it turn out the way you thought it would? Some people still think there's a few people that have said that they think Anselmo should have won. He had a chance. You lost. Well, one person. Maybe someone else is live or something. Josh is the winner she deserves. Well, okay. Yeah, Josh is pretty freaking bad. Uh, and I dislike Josh and Selma for two completely different reasons. Josh, I dislike because he just is full of lies and misinformation. He purposefully, in my opinion, deceives the public. The very people he's aiming to fight for, and that just doesn't I don't doesn't sit right with me. I don't like that. Um, and Selma, on the other hand, he backs down way too much. There's been too many instances where he's been arrested and he's been right. I mean, there's been a lot of times where he has been in the right. The police have falsely arrested him. He's totally in the right. He could have easily got something done about some of the easily these charges thrown out, and he just he folds every single time. That's the problem with him. Which my problem with him, he's pretty much in it just for the YouTube views. He's not in it to affect any kind of real change, and that is why I dislike him so much. It was Josh. Josh won. It was Josh. It was him and Glenn in the finals, and Josh won overwhelmingly, naturally. Ah, right. Oh, you're pretty busy with your own stuff. You're helping a lot of people. How's all that going? Where you guys are? Are they starting to ease some restrictions? Welcome everyone to come in. Josh and Jamie have some recent videos where they're doing nothing to serve. Well, yeah, that's seems to be their MO when they're out working together. It seems like they're not too worried about just state workers anymore. Now they're just out crossing the public. You think that has a lot to do with the fact that they can't go into a lot of these state facilities, yet they still feel they need to do their civic duty to hold somebody accountable. Look at Anselmo; he's just going to post offices. That probably has a lot to do with the COVID-19 outbreak as well. Glenn seems to be way worse. His videos are nothing short of psychotic. Yes, Joanne, I would have to agree with you. Glenn is pretty bad. Glenn is bad. I wouldn't call him harmless, but I would say in comparison to Josh, at least in my opinion, Josh is worse because Josh is more believable than Glenn is. Glenn has his little followers. Glenn, I would say, has like a cult following. I think it's like the people that can't turn away from a car crash with Glenn. It's like they're waiting for him to just explode and just crash and burn, you know? Yeah, missed hits for the win. Yep, that is right. Yeah, they ease it this week. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. I know that's what I agree. The what is that? That doctor that was the other day. It was yesterday. The doctor, what's his name? I don't remember his name, but he talked to Senate. He was basically saying a warning of opening things up too early, and no one's really listening because it's one of those. It's I don't know. It's just one of those things. And as someone was pointing out to me the other day, I thought it was weird because they asked me if I knew anyone that had contracted COVID, and I have to admit I didn't. They were also like they didn't, and they also don't know anyone who has it. And I can honestly say I don't know anyone who knows anyone that's contracted COVID. They said they thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, well, it it will be kind of weird, but when you think of the grand scheme of things, how many people actually have it, it's not really that big of a deal because I mean, it's not like it's like the Spanish flu overtaking a third of the world or anything. It's a relatively uh, a small number of people that have it. You got the highest death toll in Europe. Oh wow, yeah. U.S. has got the highest death toll in the freaking world. I think China. I think what Russia moved up to number two. I think didn't they just recently? Putin's going to probably try and do something about that. What's up, Tim? Welcome. Is there anybody just joining? We're just doing kind of like a chill show. You can call in for my Google Voice. Numbers right there. Or I think if you scroll up, you can still see the link to join in on the panel if you would like. All are welcome. We can talk about whatever's clever. Yeah. So, what you guys did? Did anyone see the last the video I uploaded today? What did y'all think of that Second Amendment audit? Thank you, Tim. I don't cover a whole lot of Second Amendment audits. I do a few. I think this is probably I want to say second one I've done. Funny, that is all over the White House. DG president they do refuse to wear masks. And another thing I thought was really funny was what the other day they talked about how the president and people in the White House are all getting daily tested, right? My friend had two uncles die from it. I've known other people who have it. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Laura. Oh, geez, that sucks. Doctor died from it. That really sucks. Yeah, so the White House, everyone in the White House is getting tested daily, while just everyone else can't just get tested daily like that. But remember back when Josh, when he was talking about how he thought his dad had got it right, and he was talking about how it couldn't have been him because he got tested every day. That was months ago, right? Like at least a month and a half ago. He's saying he gets tested every day. It just recently started where people who don't show symptoms get tested. And but no, everyone just kind of like overlooked that. It's like, Josh, you're fibbing. You're just putting too much out there. But no one ever worries about any of that. Yeah, Tim, exactly. They definitely seem very sketchy to the cops. Enough so to where whoever called them in saw where they were going and called them into the house they went into. So the cops came and knocked on the door and pretty much but then again, we don't know how exactly what they were doing before the video started, right? We don't know if they're just out there, just kind of standing. If you notice, at least a lot of Second Amendment audits that I've noticed so far, a lot of times they sit in like intersections. They go to places where they're gonna get noticed. People are gonna see. People are gonna get a little freaked out, and they're gonna call the cops. You know what I mean? They're doing it to get the cops to come, and they know when the cops get called, more than likely they're gonna ask them for their ID. They're gonna do all this stuff, and they all know this. Josh lied. She said that his dad was dying. Yeah, he did. It's one of a deaf mute yelling fire. Yeah, yeah, Tim. Yeah, see, who knows what's really going on with his dad? I mean, maybe his dad did end up contracting coronavirus. Perhaps he did. But I mean, honestly, with Josh gallivanting across the United States for months on end while this coronavirus is going on, not wearing masks, not using gloves, uh, traveling on planes or in cars, being in close proximity to other people all the time. Uh, to think that he couldn't possibly have given it to his dad, I think is a little, I don't know, that doesn't sit right with me because you can totally be a carrier and not show any symptoms and still transmit it to other people. So, what's up, speed addiction? Somehow he'll go inside a post, and if nobody says nothing or recognizes him, he'll just look at someone and go, "I have the right to do this." No, you're absolutely right, though. You totally would. Or if he doesn't get the reaction he'll want, he'll just start preaching to the people standing in line. And they're like, "Why is this freak? Why is this guy just like yelling at us about his rights and how he can do this? No one said anything to him. He's just he's so weird." I just left CFW Texas live feed for auto she made no contact and made a lot of assumptions on what was going on. Who F? CFW? Oh, Carolina Fort Worth. No, CWF. That's not Carolina Fort Worth. Who is CWF Texas? I don't know who that is. Are you talking about Carolina Fort Worth, David? I find that guy Glenn dangerous. Always wants to engage in mutual combat with he does. But Leo's can't take him up. Unlike Joe Citizen, there he'll dig some cross for sure. Definitely, I agree, Mac. If I was Josh's dad, I would fake. If I was Josh's dad, I would fake my dad go somewhere. So, oh wow. All right, so yeah, Carolina Fort Worth. Okay, yeah, she's a trip, man. She definitely is a trip. Her odds are interesting. Definitely. I was looking up some. Oh, sorry. I looked up some. I want to see what Joel Organ has been up to, and he's still posting a little bit. He's not doing a whole lot. I think he did an interview with Bucket Boy after Bucket Boy got released. Yeah, I thought about doing a story on it, a video on it, but I'm like, it's just there's nothing there. It just wasn't. It's just Bucket Boy being Bucket Boy, and that's just a waste. I didn't want to do anything on that. And Joe Organ's not really doing a whole lot. Just but I do want to ask. So what I am going to do is I'm going to leave a message on Joe Orca's latest video. I'm going to ask him if he has any comment on. Is there any update on the arrest that happened with him and when he was with Josh? And they made a big stink about it. There really hasn't been any updates on that because Josh is no longer hanging with him, so of course Josh isn't going to say anything about it. And I'm curious to see if Joe did any kind of follow up on that. I asked Bucket Boy why he wasn't auditing with Anselmo anymore. I haven't received any word back from him, so hopefully I'll get something back and I'll get back to you guys when I know anything. Because all of a sudden he just stopped. He got arrested, and all of a sudden someone like dropped him like a bad habit. Don't take it personally that I don't call in. I'm self-conscious of my appearance. You can just call in on the phone, dude. Or you just have your. You don't have to have your camera on. You can just have the mic on, or you can call in on the Google Voice number. But I mean, it's up to you. If you want to, you can. If not, no worries. Hey, Jimmy, welcome. William is doing his feed, but he is just walking around. Yeah, he's taking the cue out of my book, huh? Excuse me, but it's Mac Mike, like one word. Thank you, no offense. Okay, sorry, dude. Mac Mike. She's also a good gamer to put her in the game. Johnny 5-0 has been kind of quiet. Do you watch him? I don't watch a whole lot of Johnny 5-0. Someone moved back to Florida, you know, right? His baby's mama couldn't afford everything, so she had to go back for her mother. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. No, I know it's a joke, but I'm just saying you could call in and all that. Bucket Boy's trying to get his life back on track. Well, you know what? That's great. Good for Bucket Boy. I really hope he does. I saw he cut his hair. And I saw the last video he had where he went on the bus and, you know, he didn't want to put on a mask because he doesn't have to because of underlying medical conditions. And the bus driver was trying to give him a bunch of crap for it. And then the cop came and made him put one on anyway. And then he put one on, you know, a certain way for, you know, to prove a point. Bucket Boy is kind of auditing. He's actually posting videos though. So I think, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what happened. But he's actually posting videos. So you guys should, I mean, if you want to check it out, check him out. I think Bucket Boy worried about probation, which is a good thing in my opinion. Hopefully the jail straightened him up. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully the jail did straighten him up. A lot of times it does, you know what I mean? Bucket Boy, I'm watching too much YouTube, Dave. Bucket Boy was funny last night. He actually made some good points. Oh, did he? I'll have to check that out then. I'll have to check that out. So Tim and Dave, you guys, you actually you do watch some Bucket Boy. You watch some Bucket Boy. That's cool. So you guys think he's doing better since he's been released? He does smoke a lot of weed. Joe did retire, right? Last I heard, he was pissed. His crew was talking about how he gets to work. Joe, I don't know if he retired or not. He's not doing a whole lot of content that I do know. He's got something like what 12,000 followers, I think, or something like that. He's got quite a few. He's not really doing a whole lot of content. And if you look on even some of his videos, he's getting like what 400 views per video. I think it's because he's not producing the content that. Because remember, a lot of his subscribers came when he got arrested and when he's doing the auditing thing. And Joe Orga really isn't all that much as an auditor. He does different stuff. Like he'll go to city council meetings. He'll just do different stuff like that. In my opinion, he's trying to do a lot more change than Anselmo or Josh are doing combined. He's actually going to these meetings, voicing his opinion, getting involved in local politics. You know, he's actually trying to get some stuff done as opposed to just make a buck. Which I do respect Joe Organ for that. Well, I'm working a whole 2 hours. Wow. Bucket Boy got in a fight with someone, and someone will left him stranded. I don't know what they really were fighting about. Oh wow. Jeez. He does bong rip after bong rip because she'll rip it and blow it right out. I keep messing with you know, like hold it in for at least 5 seconds, right? Get a lot more effect if you did it that way. Bucket Boy told Swerve Josh paying for auto repairs out west, and after his car was repaired, he reported credit card stolen. Oh wow. Hey, you should come on in and we can discuss Bucket Boy a little bit. Or Tim or Dave, since you guys watch a little bit of Bucket Boy, you guys definitely know a lot more than I do. Here, I'll put for anybody that would like to come on in. There we go. Or, like I said, you can call in. I'd love to hear from anyone. So yeah, I was looking up some High Desert Community Watch, and he's been doing a lot of. He's trying to do hospitals with all that's going on. Why you want to do hospitals right now? I don't understand the logic behind that. Just because you're trying to cash in on the coronavirus thing, it's pretty stupid. From a retired pot smoker, you do have to hold it in for as long as you can. You do. You really do. Man, that Josh is a trustworthy person. Yeah, right? Uh-oh, what happened? Someone did try to call. Hold on. Whoever tried to call in, you can call again. I don't know what happened. You try that again. Yeah, no, I didn't see it. Sorry. Let me call you back. Hold up. Let me see. I'm gonna call you right back. There we go. What happened there? Hold up. Sorry. Well, I'm trying to figure this out. Having new issues. Oh, hello? Shoot. Hold on. Hey, let me just call. Hold on. Let me. What's going on here? It's really annoying. Sorry about this. Oh, jeez. Hello? Hello? Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim. How's it going? Yes, it is.
Are we live on the air?
We are live on the air. Okay, there we go. Hope everything's. How you doing, man?
Oh, we had the delay.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Uh,
I'm getting like all echo on my pod. Let me try calling you back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's try this again. Sorry about that. Hey, Taze, how's it going? Yeah, everyone, go ahead and hit that like button. Try this again. All right, hello, Tim.
Eddie, much better.
All right, there we go. Right? How's it going? Can everyone? Well, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate all the support I get, and I'm glad actually someone decided to call in. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to, so thank you for braving it out and being the first one today, at least, to do that. Yeah, exactly. Now, is everyone having an issue? Can everyone hear Miss Tim, or is everyone? I hope everyone can. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really getting anyone saying they can hear you or not. Anyway, so what did you want to discuss? What's on your mind? Are you still there? Yeah. Are you still around?
Oh yeah, still there.
Okay, yeah. I don't think anyone's hearing anything. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. All right, is this better? Can you guys hear him now?
Mac Mike says not hearing at all. Sounds like wind.
I think now we got better. I was using headphones. I think maybe now it should be better. I took off the headphones now. So now it's just the laptop mic that should be picking it up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
can everybody hear us?
Testing one,
More
two.
importantly, can anybody hear?
All right, there we go. Mac Mike hears. All right, thanks, Mac Mike. Okay.
Now I do, yes.
All right. There we go. Okay, guys. So this is Tim
Yeah, I
Barrett.
mean, it's amazing just goes between the actual phone and what goes online.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Hold on a second. I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back.
There you go. Hey, we all have to take a thing once in a while.
Right. All right. Hey, Kimmy. How's everything going?
I don't know.
No. I stopped doing that years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I had to. It started making me paranoid, so I had to stop.
I hear that.
Yeah. All right. So, you said in the chat that you watch a lot of Bucket Boy. Well, not a lot, but you have been watching some Bucket Boy. So, do you applaud what Bucket Boy's doing now since he's been released, as opposed to what he was doing when he was working with Ensoma?
I mean, obviously he's done a 180, and I mean he totally dumped on them last night. Totally, I think he actually mentioned the video that Glenn did at the hospital where he was harassing the nurses.
Mm-hmm.
And Bucket Boy was just like, that's just not right.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. So, I mean, it's good to see an auditor that is actually starting to come around and learn from what they're doing. And, maybe he got to start with Auditing America and, he's learning the wrong ways to do audits. But maybe with all the stuff that Auditing America was putting him through, I mean, look at all the stuff he was pretty much just cannon fodder to Auditing America when he was working with him. He never posted any video. It was always on Auditing America's channel. I mean, he would not be out there.
Do you remember that video where Anselmo and what's his name, Turd Boy in Rhode Island, they were egging on Bucket Boy in some location somewhere?
No, I don't remember seeing that video.
Yeah, it was in Solo and
Will Turbot? Will Turbot? Was it the fake Mike guy you're talking about?
No, I can't believe I forgot his name. Oh, Will Turbot.
Yeah, Will Turbot. Yeah.
Yeah, Will Turbot. Yeah, they were both like egging him on, and it was just like, that's not cool. I mean, just
Oh yeah. That's what Anselmo is all about. Will's not about that. I mean, I think Will genuinely wants to do like news stories, stuff like that, but he's doing all this uh he likes to do the conspiracy theory things. And I think he's really getting Anselmo really in on those because Anselmo started to spout the same things that Will's saying, even when he's not with Will.
Yeah, I mean, in some way,
yeah, for sure.
He'll become whatever you want him to be, as long as you help him.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the thing is,
I mean, wasn't he having a problem as far as he was getting people to do stuff for his channel?
Oh yeah.
And he wasn't paying them for it?
Yes, that was a few people will have come out and said something like that. News Now America was one of them. So yeah, he's
I mean, it's insane. And I remember the video when he was sitting in the back of a car, like he was, Michael Corleone or something like that. And he sounded like Trump trying to people to Trump University. Come join me, and I will give you the outlet to success.
Yeah, agreed. What's going on, May? Welcome. Glad you can make it. Yeah, so May said he's talking about Bucket Boy at the cop shop. Okay, so
Bucket Boy at the cop shop.
Yeah, that's the video.
Yeah, because Bucket Boy, he got killed because he got arrested or something.
Yeah. I still think
he was just basically going off unlawful arrest, but and Solo and Will, I mean, the way they were just posted up,
yeah.
It's like makes you wonder, like those kids in the neighborhood that like to kill cats and stuff.
Oh yeah, maybe
Every neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, and they knew Bucket Boy would do it, and he would do it with such an attitude, and the way he would do it would generate the clicks and views that Anselmo wants. So it worked out that way. And the thing about Anselmo is he always needs some sort of mouthpiece. So now I'm wondering how long before Anselmo finds his next mouthpiece. First it was what's his face, Josh. Then Josh broke out of his zone, started doing his thing. Then it was Will. Now who's it going to be? Who's going to be the next mouthpiece that Anselmo decides to, I guess, for lack of a better term, use and then throw away? Yeah. Yeah, he moved back to Florida, so that's why he's been doing a lot. And all he's been doing lately is post offices. It's getting pretty redundant.
Yeah, I love one.
Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, talk about macing him and all that? Yeah, that was fantastic.
She owned his ass.
Or what about the one where the
reason why he ran out of there was because he did a poopy in his pants.
Yeah, and then what about the one where he was he's in the post office, they tell him to leave, he leaves, and then the cops go in to talk to him, and then he's out there, people are in line, he's just going off on people. It's like, you guys need to understand your rights. I'm out here defending your rights. Make sure you subscribe to Auditing America. Like these people really fucking care. Right? He's got who? Right. It is.
Sorry. I mean, if you really want to help the First Amendment,
Exactly. And they wouldn't be out there if they really cared about the First Amendment. They wouldn't be out there laying all these issues on patrolmen, what are the patrolmen going to do about the laws? The patrolmen don't make the laws. They can't change the laws. They need to be doing this at a city council meeting or a state legislature, something somewhere that change can actually occur. But of course, that won't happen because that won't get them the clicks and views that they crave.
Oh, of course not. I mean, that's why they did that. Didn't they do a shot in Florida, Josh? And what I think it was at 3:00 in the morning at the police station.
Yeah.
Not think.
Yeah.
Is that you're not going to get a response. That's
right.
Why they win.
Oh, of course. Yeah, they also they do.
Hotel room before they went over.
Yeah. They always.
And that's the sad thing. You can always tell when Josh is tweaking because his mouth is going like a minute.
So May says Josh now had. I'm sorry, and someone now has a producer. I haven't seen this producer. Oh no, I think Anselmo has a producer now, and I'm not sure who his producer is.
Anselmo has a producer. I wonder what they.
Right. Well, remember Josh had a producer for a minute, Scott from production. Remember?
Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't hear about that either. Can you enlighten us on that, May? There we go. That makes more sense now then.
Yeah, work Aaron Hernandez.
Right? Right.
Too soon.
All right, guys. So if anyone else wants to join in here, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead. I can't do it on the phone, but you're more than welcome to come on in on the live stream.
Okay,
I'm just talking to people in the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's boasting about a producer. What video is he boasting about a producer, man? I gotta see this. That's gonna be hilarious. Can't let that one go. There's no way in hell. Wow, that guy is just. I'm gonna go take a shower while you figure this out. My wife's ready. If I don't go now, I'll have to get my own back. All right, man. Well, you have a good one. That is right.
I wonder if she uses a loofah.
Oh man, so
sorry, Steve, you walked right into that one.
All right, man. Let me know what you find out because that'll be interesting to see. It's surprising you only talked about it in one video. Usually, you would think you would talk about another. Another thing about Anselmo, Josh has merchandise. Why doesn't Anselmo try and sell merchandise? I always wondered that.
Probably because no one will extend them credit.
Well, no. You can do it without. You can do it like on. I think it's Teespring. They'll actually. It's really no cost to you. You create it, and they'll give you a profit of whatever is sold.
I mean, that's you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Josh is doing a great job when it comes to marketing himself. I mean, he's a master of that, and he could definitely teach other auditors. Definitely, he could teach Anselmo a thing or two about it, and I think Anselmo would be all over it. Yeah, exactly. It just and that just
he couldn't get a job anyplace else in the world.
That just that just reminds me of the video that Kate did from the Maxwell report, where they have Josh's phone call where he's asking for money, and during the video, it's just like Josh's face super planted on a clown, just like doing all these different poses on him. Like I keep thinking about that whenever he talks. It's just like he's totally just playing you. You know, you could tell because he really does have a way with his words. He's talented in that regard. He gets people to believe anything he says. He could probably sell ice to an Eskimo.
He probably could. He probably could. And the other thing, maybe you could touch upon it, maybe with the other viewers and stuff who are watching.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should blur them out. In my opinion. Okay. On camera, we're not videoing the kids.
Yeah.
And they still do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with that. There's actually, I will say that at least a lot of the places that at least Anselmo goes and Josh go, there's not a lot of kids wherever they go. You know what I mean? I recently saw a video from Hate the State in McGuire where he actually went to a park where kids were playing in the water. I was like, and people say, "Don't film my kid." And he's like, "I can do whatever I want." It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's like, who actually thought that up?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Maytron says he did try. I remember when it was coming in a week, the best merch, blah blah blah. Well, I guess nobody cared, so he decided to not even worry about it. Yeah, man, he's definitely. His hoodie costs $800.
Yeah, everything costs $800.
Who the hell has $800 to spend on a hoodie? Oh, but I wouldn't doubt it though. You see, he's always wearing. He's always got those expensive ass glasses he's got on, the big gold chain. I mean, he's definitely making money.
He hawks his own merchandise, but he doesn't wear it because he must have a deal of Puma or something.
Oh, right.
Come on.
Oh.
There used to be a whole new respect for it. At least they passed.
Right. So Taze is selling May Chong merch. I want a May Chong t-shirt. Taze, sell me one. How much is it gonna cost me?
May Chong t-shirt.
Hey, she's got one of those designer names, May Chong. That'd be a great designer name right there. You become a designer, man. Yes, they are. He's got those, or like they call in the military, he's got those. What do they call? I can't even think of what they call them. Birth control. BCGs. Yeah.
You know what those glasses remind me of? And I don't mean any disrespect to anybody or their circumstance or stuff. But I remember the Lions Club years ago used to have a donation drive for glasses every year.
Wow.
Okay, and I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah.
I believe first host of the Tonight Show. But I just remember the commercial. He wore these giant glasses. That every time I see Josh, I think of Steve Allen. I don't know if anybody else in the room remembers Steve Allen. But,
I remember Steve Allen.
I don't even know if the Lions Club is still around anymore. Jeez.
And someone can't do it on his own. He hasn't got the character. No, probably not. He'll get someone to hog it for him. Maybe he'll. He's probably trying to convince Will to move. Oh, Will, you'll love it for it.
The sad part about Will. To me, I know he's very passionate about kids.
Yeah, he is.
And I mean, I've seen that. Into Alex Jones mode, and it just like kills any credibility he might have.
Okay.
In my opinion. No,
I agree. I think I definitely think he's definitely passionate about the missing kids. And I actually kind of wish he would do more, stuff in that regards. And one thing I will say about Will, when he does do audits with Anselmo, he does go and he does attempt to try and talk to congressmen. He tries to talk to people that are, worth talking to, trying to really approach certain issues that he's passionate about with certain people. But it's when, but then it's when
and asking serious questions too.
Yeah, he does do all right. But then when he asks these same questions to like a TSA agent or patrolman, it's like, dude, really? I mean, now you're just, come on. There's no point to asking a patrolman these same questions. When you go out and you're asking congressmen or you're asking the Senate or governors or whatever.
I think it was Union Station. He said to the black security guy, "You got closer, give him asked."
Yeah.
It was just like, oh.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, the minute he said it, he wanted to take that back.
Yeah. Yeah, right? All right, so.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Use your brain.
Yeah. Well, May's merchandise is exclusive with Taze. So if you want any May Chong merchandise, you're going to have to go through Taze Auditors Laugh Like Hell.
So you got to do a plug, like May Chong, May Chong America.
So
I'm curious to see what a May Chong shirt looked like.
Yeah, what colors does it come in? That's a good question. Like, it's got to have specific colors. White, black, maybe navy blue, pink for women, baby blue, maybe. Who knows? What colors are we going to get?
And especially when you get Taze involved. I mean, God.
Yeah.
No, that's Taze.
Have a look at his comment section. People are slamming him. He was most successful when he had Josh, then Norga, and finally, well, I figured that's the idea. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another thing I have noticed. Like, if you look at Anselmo's and Josh's, both in their comment section, a lot of their they've lost a lot of comments. Like, they're not getting as many comments as they were before, and at least a lot of Anselmo's comments are she's right. May's absolutely right. They are slamming him in a lot of the comment section. Same with Josh too. They're just, people are finally catching on to the bullshit that they're doing and spewing, and they're calling him on it. But of course, anybody that does that is obviously a bootlicker and hates freedom.
Well, and the thing too about that, because I've seen like all the negative comments myself. That kind of tells me that they're maybe not paying as much attention to their YouTube channel as they usually do.
Mm.
They were actually speculating on National Report last night that they might be switching over towards what's the big thing? It's not a cop watch thing, but oh god, or some. Oh God, I'm sorry, Kenny. But there's another new type. Oh, the child predator. There's lots of videos coming out now. People trapping child predators.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, those are pretty popular too. The problem with those are.
And they were speaking about it last night on National Report.
They're thinking about They're thinking about switching to those. The problem.
The thing is,
those they can't monetize those.
Either you talk to me, or I turn you into the cops. They're not even taking the videos to the cops.
Not all the time, no. And another.
They were speculating that they might be heading in that direction, since the First Amendment auditing thing seems to be kind of taking a dive.
It really is taking a dive. It is. The thing, and I'm not.
Maybe that's because of Corona. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because a lot of state agencies are closing up, and auditors are running out of places to go. They're running out of, their fodder. But I think once, and the thing is, things are probably never going to be the same again. So, and then we got the Real ID Act coming pretty soon, so that's going to stop a lot of them. Because how a lot of them are always they're about, I don't have to show you my ID. It's against the Fourth Amendment. Well, the Real ID Act's going to make that a lot more harder for you guys to go do what you do without showing your ID. So,
what's amazing? We've both seen like the videos where, Anselmo, claims that there's a First Amendment audit fail, but then you see the extended video and you see him like pulling his ID out and giving it to the cops and stuff. Mm-hmm. How are they not running him for his warrant?
That's a good question. Or what about And what about all that time that when Will got arrested, when Kate got Will arrested? There was a few times where he was when he was on Anselmo and he got ran, the ID got ran, he got arrested. He never got picked up on any warrants there either. So I mean,
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's quite interesting stuff.
Because I remember back in the 80s, I'm showing my age, when it first came out, that like police departments never connected with each other regarding like missing kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until that little boy
Adam Walsh
kidnapped and murdered.
Yeah.
So that whole thing started where police departments, communicated with each other better. Maybe they need something like that. A system. So you would think that they would have a system for the warrants.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I think it was explained to me like the warrants were out of it was like a different county or something, and they probably didn't run a full nationwide warrant check, is why probably he didn't get picked up. That would be my guess too.
Yeah, and another thing too, which I found out from Elio that I know, I won't call him a copper, but if they were to bust a guy in a warrant out of state or whatever, not only do they have to do the paperwork, but they have to transport them all the way to where they have to go.
Yeah.
And he said, "Do you know how boring those drives are?" So it could be they just don't want to fill out the paperwork for these guys, until they do something really stupid. And, we've seen that happen with guys like Ian. Wow.
Right.
And I think Glenn up in Washington, he's next.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I worry because he seems like the type who will take others with him.
Oh yeah, he definitely will take others with him. Hopefully no one gets too close. I have noticed that No Name is starting to get really close with Glenn, which is interesting because No Name seems like he's definitely more educated law-wise than Glenn is. So maybe that's good for Glenn, but bad for No Name because Glenn can drag No Name down. I mean, not like No Name was very popular, he's not like big and all, but I mean at the same time, he's running with the wrong cloud. First it was Josh, and now it's Glenn. It's like maybe strike out on your own, earn some respect on your own, and then hook up with other people. It seems like he's trying to ride coattails a little bit. What do you think about that?
That seems pretty accurate to me. And actually, Josh didn't steal the training bras. I sold them at Lowe's. He paid with a credit card. And reported it stolen later, of course.
And it may suggest that they're hot tow truck girls or not hot tow truck girl. People get on me for calling her hot tow truck girl. Now, Taze is getting personal. Have you ever worn a bra? It's a personal question, Taze. All right, so Dave Peterson says, when they go auditing, they go just far enough so there is no extradition, so they won't get arrested and call the audit a fail. A lot of times they do. That's definitely the ones that are doing it for profit, but the ones that are doing it for change, they don't stop. They keep going, and they fight it in the courtroom, not out on the streets like some of these other frauditors do.
Oh, Kenny, who you should get for a guest on your show one time?
Huh.
The judge that Josh supposedly had fired.
Right? She fired. Or the IRS agent that he got fired. Or also the so many people. We could do a whole panel on the people he got fired and see what they think about it and what they're doing now. Are they flipping burgers at Burger King now?
And then they can all join in and sing "We Are the World."
Right? Oh man, that's great. That'd be pretty cool.
I fired judges. I've had judges fired, and I had an Irish agent fired. Shut up.
All right. So Mac Mike says the warrant gets picked up. They just choose not to pursue it. Yep. The other county probably said cut him loose, but it does come up. Okay. Thank you, Matt.
Come up. Okay. So yeah, they just don't want to deal with the paperwork.
Okay. Kate's trying to figure out if May is a female. I have been trying for months. It was a trick question. Okay, I got you, Kate. Well, May, the whole chat room would like to. The whole chat room would like to know. Don't get bashful now. Answer Taze. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to. They have such good.
Are you trying to be racist with that question?
I'm trying to get them both to come in on a show. So I think they will be. I think both of them together would be great for just a show because they just play off each other so well. I'm trying to get them both to come in. Taze is cool with it.
I see that you're deleting messages already. I'm out. I ain't going to waste my time. I don't see any wrenches. I hope nobody is editing people.
There's someone. I don't even think there is a wrench in here. Not that I know of. I don't think there's a wrench, dude. And I'm not on. It's probably YouTube. It's
wait a minute. Gregory Santiago has a wrench.
Oh, Greg. Unless someone's like, Greg, okay, hey, dude. Unless someone is violating TOS, don't time out. So let's not delete messages unless it's against TOS, okay? I'm going to yank your wrench if there's another complaint about that, if someone's not violating TOS. I haven't seen anything that's violated TOS in all of this, so. I'm flirting with May. I need to know if I'm gay as hell.
I need to know if I'm gay as hell. I don't know, Dave.
What gets me is walk of shame, which in reality is people going back to. Yeah, agree. I agree. I totally agree. The walk of shame. They always, whenever someone or Josh is, hi Felicia, like really, you're not dismissed or you're dismissed. The same thing. It's like it's just people that say, okay, I'm done talking to you, and I'm gonna walk away now. And all of a sudden, that's the walk of shame. No, it's not. It's just they're done talking to you. They're done wasting their time trying to mess with you. They're not giving you what you want.
And Dave Peterson mentions they also comment that they pay the salaries, but if you have no job and live in your parents' basement, you pay no taxes. Thank you.
That is true.
You'll have a tougher time getting their tax returns than you will getting them from Donald Trump.
Right. Good evening, TV Jeff. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Taze, do you mean what do I self-identify as, or do I use the third bathroom? See, they'll be great to have on a show together. They would be great to have on a show together, and I think Taze is cool with it, but I think we're all waiting on May. May's the one that's she's the one that's stalling.
Well, and in all fairness to Taze, the third bathroom does have better magazines.
Here we go. Yes, or yeah, when they say own.
While reading the ladies' home journal.
Right. It may that is a very great point when they say own. Anytime that they come into contact with an officer, anything that doesn't leave with them in handcuffs is, oh yeah, I own that police officer. Oh yeah, I own that state employee. So
Exactly.
so basically, when you get to walk away from a conversation with anybody, you own them. Really, come on now, it's pretty ridiculous. Or the clickbait titles that they tend to use, ridiculous.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and they're so misleading.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how these guys don't get their channels banned.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that it's like Glenn, should have been hauled away what he did at that hospital.
Yeah.
He should have been 5150.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he was not safe, and he put his finger in that cop's face.
Mm-hmm.
He's lucky that cop didn't go into self-defense mode.
Right. Yeah, right.
I was talking to a cop around here, an LEO who, is running to, some of these frauditors. And he said, we get the whole videotaping, that's fine. But the problem is, we don't know what these people are capable of.
No, agreed. Now, Texas GT says, all due respect, Audi America has changed so much in the last 5 years.
You mean they sucked worse before?
Well, I think they have changed, but I don't think, in my opinion, at least, it hasn't been for the better. He's gotten a lot. He has a lot more bravado now. That's for sure. I think he's really letting. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely more of a show.
And that's why we all love watching these guys.
Oh, exactly.
It's like watching a Little Rascals cartoon or something.
Exactly. But Tex GT, if you could give us some examples of what positive changes that you have seen from Audi America, that would be fantastic. And we could debate them and talk about them, and see if maybe we agree with you or not. Maybe there's something that I myself am overlooking, or somebody else is overlooking, that maybe you could illuminate for us.
You got Joe Kaiser on the phone. I don't know. Why don't you pick it up?
No, it's not Joe Kaiser. This is Tim Berry. Tim Berry is on the phone.
Josh looks like that cartoon chicken with the big glasses.
I've never been on a straight guy. Being ex-military, always been researching. Okay.
Wow. Phrasing. That was on.
The high knowledge, viewing figures, diving, comments, and lights dropping, and clickbait, ridiculous. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, they're really struggling with this whole the Corona thing, and especially with Anselmo. Like he's going out. I wonder if he ran out of any of the videos he's done in the past that he maybe hasn't released yet, or maybe they're just not up to the standards that he wants to release right now. Maybe saving for like a rainy day. Is that why he's doing all these stupid freaking post offices? God, they're so annoying. How many post offices can there be in his area? I mean, seriously, he's got to start running out pretty soon.
I knew he had a grudge against the cops.
Yeah.
What did the mailman do to him?
Maybe. I
don't know. Clearing those thing in time or what?
I don't know. Maybe his Playboy was a couple of days late. Oh, I'm sorry, Playgirl. Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Now we know what drives in Solo with the post office.
All right, have you seen some?
That's probably why he wears like a loose fitting clothes, too.
All right, TV Jeff says.
I gotta be careful because I don't want to slander anybody.
Right.
But I think everybody knows it in the form of humor, so I think I'm protected.
Yes, TV Jeff. TV Jeff says, have you seen some recent comments on these guys like Glenn and Anselmo? People are starting to get it. They are, Jeff, and we've definitely talked about that a little bit. People really are starting to get it. Channels like mine, the Maxwell Report, different other watchdog type channels are actually gaining a lot of views, gaining subscribers, because people are tired of what these frauditors are doing, and they're not only just subscribing to them to eventually watch their eventual downfall, but they're trying to, get the other side of the story. So it's good. People are starting to get it, and I think that's what is going to it's kind of even out this whole movement. It's good to hear both sides of it.
Yeah, and Kenny, I don't know. Are you familiar with the guy we have up here in Boston? He's kind of a new guy at Renaissance.
The Resistance, you mean? I don't know about Renaissance, but I've heard of the Resistance.
He was actually arrested at 2 different hospitals 2 nights in a row.
I told it.
Last weekend.
He's an African American gentleman, like in his 40s.
I'm not sure of his age, but yeah, he would be an African American guy. So,
yeah, I think it's a Resistance.
Nice
I think it's a Resistance.
A place, he just kind of walked into a place up here called Suffolk Downs, which used to be a dog track. Oh, no, it was a horse track, I'm sorry. But it closed down. And it's private property. And he assumed because it was vacated and they set up, all these medical tents that he could just walk in. And, I actually mentioned to him, and I told him straight out who owned the property and everything. And he was really nice about it. He was like, thanks for telling me, Tim. I did not know that.
Yeah. And the Chief just says post offices full of tyrants. Damn them all. That's right, man. When you don't get your Playboy on time, they're all tyrants. All right, what else we got here?
I was voted most likely to be a tyrant in high school.
Were you?
Yeah, even though I was the shortest kid in the class.
Yes, Josh did just bail out the Resistance. And actually, it was funny.
Josh did not bail him out.
Oh,
He did not bail him out. I actually saw that.
Oh,
and
okay.
I noticed he was taking credit for bailing him out. Somebody else had already been there to bail him out. For $237. I remember that.
Yeah. Dave, no.
Josh took credit for it. He didn't do squat.
Yeah. No, Dave, that was not my idea, but many people have said it here on the channel. Taze, Auditors like I was a big proponent of that sort of thing to do. What I like to talk about is if you ever run into these auditors and you ever see them doing something wrong, go ahead and give them a citizen's arrest. Like, you can actually citizen's arrest somebody if they're not wearing their seatbelt. You can perform a citizen arrest on them.
Unfortunately, Josh knows the whole Miranda rights more than I do.
Yeah, he knows it pretty well, even though he doesn't need to give it to anyone.
He's never read to him enough times.
Yeah, exactly. Audit libraries and in the Dewey Decimal System. There we go. That's a good thing to do.
Truth be told, I did attempt that in the early 80s.
Did you?
And the CIA silenced me and my project. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, Dave.
Josh knew he was bailed out. Oh, all right. Well,
See?
Well, there you go.
He was already, Renaissance was already in process to leave by the time Josh got there.
Right. Well, there you go. All right, so I'll go ahead and post this one more time just in case anybody else would like to come on in before we end this here.
Can you have multiple people on or only one at a time?
On the Google Voice, I only know how to do one, but I can have someone actually, we can have like up to 6 people actually on StreamYard. So.
Oh, see, there you go.
So yeah, definitely have multiple people.
TXTT, he says, may I come on panel? I didn't realize we had a
Yeah,
panel.
you sure can. There you go. Just click the link and you'll be able to come on in.
Yeah, see, that's how this works. I've never done this before.
Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. I need to. Oh, here we go.
I kind of feel like Tate for his
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man. All I'm saying is we all have our issues with the police departments and police officers. And long story short, I'm ex-military and ex-criminologist, and I just watched the police department go to hell in the last 10 years. And I've watched the auditors. Okay, go ahead.
Stop cam, there we go.
What's that?
I'm dressed like one of those.
You're not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's not you.
No, you haven't said. Okay, you haven't.
No, you're fine.
Hold
Oh, no, you have to understand. You have to understand. I'm a disabled vet, so my okay. You have to understand.
Okay, Tim, hold on. Texas has something to say.
No,
So
no.
let's. Oh no, you're gonna go. Oh, so you're gonna go on. Never mind. Okay, so you're gonna hang up now that you're on the thing.
Well, I'm just saying.
All right. All right. Tim,
Yay!
we have you on the stream.
Now, do I hang up the phone?
Yeah, hang up the phone.
Okay,
Don't
let's try
hang
it.
up the phone.
I'll turn up the sound.
No, I'll hang up the phone. Y'all are friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Tim. Now you're on the live stream. We're all here. Yeah, hang up the phone.
Okay.
I'll hang up the phone.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right.
Like I
can
said,
see the live comment.
man, I am so delayed here in Texas. I'm on the phone and I'm so delayed. I'm not on the computer. So
You have to mute YouTube if you are on. Yeah,
I know
I
that,
actually.
but I can work. Never mind. I can work faster on the computer, but right now I'm on the phone. But is that a funny point?
No, I mean I think this is so cool. I've never done this before.
Oh yeah. Okay. You never done a panel before?
No.
Oh yeah, it's strange, isn't it? The first time I did it, I was like, wow, I'm actually speaking to someone. Where are you from?
Yeah, but at the same time, I normally I wouldn't be on any panel that would have me as a member,
Right.
so I'm conflicted.
But like, okay, like I said, if you read my text, because of my disability and Google microphone sucks, because I will, voice text it and I will send it and it'll come out differently.
Oh, cool.
And I guess here's my point. If we're talking about how it's changed in the last 5 years, it's only been 5 years. There was Johnny 5-0. There was Falling Bomb, which you never heard of. China. There was Denise Lynn. You know what I'm saying? It was we all stood up for each other's states, but now I heard you talked about these different. And I agree with you. There's a lot of guys that are going in and girls that are going in, and they're trying to just get a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? Pushing the envelope to the point where it's ridiculous instead of being respectable. I hope that makes sense. Walking into courthouses and say, who are you and what is your name? Well, you work for the. I mean, let's be respectful. I understand the point.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. That's my point.
Okay.
Yeah, Gregory Santiago. Look at that.
Yeah.
What
Say
about
again?
What about specifically Auding America? What do you like about him? What I'm taking it you do enjoy Auding America, or am I wrong? And thank you, Greg Santiago. Thank you for the donate. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, you know what? Do it his own way. I mean, I don't agree with it, but as an ex-veteran, God bless him. Someone walks around with a egg swooper or whatever it is, an egg scooper, as a microphone or whatever. Believe me, all the way up from Rhode Island, all the way down to, Crispy and Freeman and New Mexico and
Freeman. Wow, he's a character, huh?
Which one is that? Freeman?
Freeman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He is.
Whoa.
I know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I you know what? I have a great story about Freeman. When I met him, and we were fighting about the borders in Texas, and because he wouldn't give his ID out, they put spike under his tires, and they held him for 30 minutes. He got in the back of his Suburban and took a nap. mean,
Yeah.
uh,
All right. So who
I mean,
you said something about ex-veteran, and I thought we were talking about. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought maybe you were talking about Wilt or Anselmo. From my understanding, they both have never served, unless
Right. I think.
oh no, no,
Texas-
no, I'm saying, no. What I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me. I'm a disabled veteran, and my hearing is messed up,
Oh, okay.
and my hands are messed up, so I don't text very well. So,
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Well, that's great.
cool,
Well,
dude.
this is perfect, though. I mean, thanks for serving. I served myself. What branch were you in,
Yeah.
sir?
please
You
don't
know,
call
I
me
mean-
sir. I feel like I'm 25, but I was in Navy. I was a rescue swimmer, and I boarded ships in the Gulf War. And
Oh, right on,
But-
man.
that doesn't matter. But with just it just blew up like 500%, 100% each year. And
Yeah.
you're right. When something good starts, there's always going to be that people think, oh, they're going to do it. We're going to make it better, but they're doing it for different excuses. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. It does.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
And I got the gist. Yeah. And I was a couple of my friends told me to check you out, and here I am. And
All
I'm
right.
not trying to take over the conversation. I'm not trying to take
No,
over
no,
the
it's
conversation, but
Would you mind mentioning? Do you mind that your friend who were some of your friends? I would like to thank them for turning you on to me. If you don't mind.
I would say actually Alabama, Florida, and New Mexico.
That doesn't help, but okay.
No, it does. No, it does. I mean,
well,
you
at
don't-
least we know it's in the United States.
Hey,
no,
that's good.
You don't understand how progressive the South is now. I mean, look, like I said,
Like they weren't before.
well, progressive, but come on, I speak to Rhode Island all the time, but he's kind of laid back lately.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want to drop names, I can drop names all day, but it's like I said, it's a whole circus of people hanging out. And I think this virus has really brought us together because the news is so, here I go with my,
Thanks, Speed.
yeah, I know. Anyway, I think
Yeah, no,
I think this is a great. I think this is a great community because, like I said, East Coast, fly over America, West Coast,
Mhm.
all each state get to listen to each other and go, you know what? My same police department is doing that. When I speak to Joe Cool from Chicago, about not bitching but telling the truth about Chicago, I'm telling the truth about Fredericksburg, Texas, and I live in a small town of 10,000 people, originally from Houston, and my friends in Houston are bitching about the same cops doing the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely,
So-
and it is very true. There is a reason for what the auditors do. I mean, the cops are not perfect. I think we all know this, but unlike what most auditors would like to think, there are more good cops than there are bad cops. I mean, it's a fact. They can't get over that. I don't think they like it.
Right.
And also another thing I wanted to say was you mentioned ex-veteran, and there is no ex-veteran. Like Tay said,
No.
like you said yourself,
I
we're
always-
all veterans for life.
Exactly. I always
Bingo.
stand up
Yeah.
for the Constitution. I always
Yeah.
stand up for the Constitution. That's why my
Oh, okay.
heart isn't
Okay.
in this. I promise you. My heart isn't
I
into this.
believe you. I believe you. All right, so
I would be
so
talking to you right
mentioned-
now if I didn't give a damn.
Oh, exactly, and I think that's the whole thing. Like all the veterans, we've all fought so everyone
Right.
can be able to come out and say what they want to say. Like Mac and Mike here is saying that Anselmo, Josh Glenn can go and do exactly what they do, say what they
Right.
want to say. If they feel they don't like what you're saying on their channel, hey,
Right.
we help fight for that so they can have the right to do that,
Exactly.
even though
Oh,
they are stifling
what
someone
about
else's
when-
First Amendment.
What about when Josh said the other night that
Okay.
resistance made the ultimate sacrifice by getting arrested?
Resistance takes the ultimate
I did a video on that.
Let me write that down. That's a good one.
Slow it down.
You know, that sounds like me. Let me piss off so much, and I don't know. That's
Okay. The other night,
yeah.
when Josh was at the jail with Resistance,
Okay.
we got
who's resistance? Who's resistance? Is that another person?
He's a guy up here in Boston.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're from Boston.
Yeah, well,
Beantown. Now I get it. Okay. That's why you're laughing about the South.
Yeah, because so Josh,
you know what? I love Boston. In fact, I can't remember his name. That used to be a big auditor in Austin. Damn it, don't come to me. He was ex-Marine. He used to hang out with Johnny 5-0. And you never heard of him, right?
So he's talking about the whole Resistance went out. He got arrested. Josh got up in the middle of the night, decided to go and freaking bail him out. But it turns out he was already bailed. And so Josh
said
he's giving a big old speech. Just you can tell he's full of American pride and he's boasting. And then he sticks his foot in his mouth by saying, can I do this right here? Can I do this right here?
That's what I'm doing right there. You know.
Yeah. And so he goes off and he says, and you should be thanking Resistance because he made the ultimate sacrifice by being arrested for free press. As soon as he said that, it pissed me off. And I was like, now what you're saying is essentially every civil rights leader, every of the press who's ever died for free speech is making the second best. I mean, the second most not crucial, but they're not as good as being arrested. It just I did a whole video on it, and I'm just thinking about it here now. I'm just getting pissed off again. I just the audacity of
wait. Now you're cracking me up. Let me get back in my northeastern state of mind. I was stationed up in Virginia, and I dated a girl from Washington. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Pushing the line is pushing the line, but being responsible about pushing the line, that's a Southern way. If you get arrested because you're an idiot, because you want to prove a point, I mean, go by the means of the law and don't recite the law over and over again. Don't walk into a courthouse and say, I can do this because that's what, I mean, yeah, you can. And I agree with that.
Policy doesn't trump law.
Yeah.
Yeah, but exactly. But I'll be honest with you. My personal opinion, walking into each or going to the courthouse and walking into each office, clerk house, what do you do for a job? What are you doing for a living? What's your name? To me, is wasting time. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I really do.
They're wasting tax dollars.
Yeah, it's an oxymoron because what he's saying is exactly what he's saying. She's working, working at the tax office, and she's on the phone, and he's sitting there, and he goes, "What's your name and number?" Well, sir, I'm on the phone.
What are you doing?
Why are you filming me? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's an oxymoron.
Exactly.
That's the best I can say it.
Okay, so
if that's and those guys are morons, does that this supposed to?
No, I said oxymoron. I didn't say moron. I said oxymoron.
Well, I have a question for both of you two. Are there any auditors that you do respect, you do think are doing a decent job? If so, who? Texas, you first.
Oh wow.
Next.
That's a good question because everybody has flaws in what they do. I would say James Freeman because I've known James for a while. I mean, and he's changed so much in the last couple of years because he's been hurt by the police departments. He was in Louisiana with his family, and he was 200 yards away from parking in the wrong spots, and they pulled him in the back of a police vehicle because they said they knew about him because he was in all the trouble with Texas. You heard about all this shit going down in Texas.
So
It's
he
a
had a
cop thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so
They said, yeah, and he's angry now. I was angry a long time ago. I was angry when I got out of the military. Believe me.
Well, I mean, who's
I
to blame you, Tex? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you served this
Yeah.
country, okay, for morons like Josh and Anselmo, okay, who
No, I
if they
served.
were on the front line, they would run away the minute bullets started flying.
Yeah.
agreed.
Either that, or they'd say the enemy is violating their First Amendment rights or something.
Right.
You know.
You know what? Can I say this to y'all and take this as a joke, Yankees? Because I know y'all were laughing at me when I said Texas and Florida and New Mexico. That's an old joke. If police officers, if police officers knew their jobs and they knew the law, they would not be such idiots. And I understand what you're saying about Josh and them. There's a point to everything. I mean, pushing the point to is just ridiculous. My degree was in criminology. I never fulfilled it. I went into marketing because I found out I'm talking too much, but
no, you're not.
I mean, okay, there you go. Yeah.
So are there any other auditors that you would be not, just trying to get back on topic here? So are there any other auditors besides James Freeman that you respect or like what they're doing?
Uh,
Well, while Tex thinks, if I could interject real quick, because I can tell you right now who mine is.
Go ahead with yours. Go ahead with yours.
I think his name is Mass Accountability.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
I'll go with that. Yes.
He's a good guy.
Right.
You know, and he's not like one of these, maybe he is with police and stuff, I don't answer questions. I haven't actually seen him do that, to be honest with you. But if you comment in his comment stream,
right,
he'll answer back. And, there's no grudge. Mm-hmm. So that's why I like Mass Accountability. So
and Mass Accountability is he actually comes on some live streams on occasion. He comments on videos, so he definitely streams. So I'm sure he'll appreciate the support that you give him, Tim. And I'm sure he'll love that you think he's a great auditor. I actually think he's a pretty decent auditor as well. So I definitely would agree with you on that one.
I would go with the whole panel of South Florida. Rice Krispie, Rogue Nation, those guys.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Rice Krispie. Not a fan of Rice Krispie at all.
You don't like Rogue?
Not a fan. I'm just not a fan of that whole crew. That whole crew just is. I'm not liking anything that they're doing coming out of there.
Well, I've been offline for about 3 weeks. Maybe they changed. I mean, that's how quick. That's how shit changes quickly.
That's
one
true.
one person gets arrested, and your whole mentality changes.
Yeah,
and
true.
And anger comes out. A good person is his name is P&P News.
I've seen a few of the videos from P&P News.
That's not Patrick, is it?
No. P&P News. Yeah.
But he was asking.
Now,
He's asking if it was no. It's not news.
No, I would never say Patrick. I will promise you that. That is one word I would never say is Patrick. I have torn.
The South has risen again.
No, I told you I tore into Patrick many times in his ass.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he doesn't even know me personally. He just knows I'm from Texas. It's kind of like a Boston thing, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
it is. I mean, Bostonians take care of each other, right?
Yeah.
Or not?
So Texas. Taze wants to know what part of Texas you are in.
Originally from Houston, and I live in a small town called Fredericksburg now. But
now, Tex, let me ask you something.
Okay.
I know you say you live in a small town in Texas, and I know in Texas small town's a really small town.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
So I'm curious.
Oh, they hate me here. I keep
has
them alive.
you know, it's so small. You only have one hooker, right?
You know what? We don't even have a hooker. We just,
Oh,
we just
A
yeah.
donkey?
No donkeys. I got a great woman. She's a beautiful woman. But you know what? If you want to hear a great story, Boston.
Well,
if you
actually,
wanna-
if I can finish my question real quick.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
How has COVID affected a small town like yours?
Well, if you look it up, Fredericksburg, Texas is only second to San Antonio when it comes to the tourist town. I mean, it crushed us. Yeah, I mean, it crushed us. We were bringing in millions of dollars, probably almost $1 billion a year. Everybody from Texas, we were named #1 small town Texas in Southern Comfort. I know that doesn't mean shit to you, but that's a big deal, you know. But
Oh,
things
yeah.
are getting better.
It means
Now,
shit,
are
right?
are you guys starting to open up now, or
Yes,
is
yes,
everything
yes.
closed down?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. You know, Main Street's starting to fill up. Yeah, we have main streets, and and restaurants are opening up. It's getting better. But yeah, it really got bad here. And the thing is, just like it doesn't matter if you're a big city or small town. It's the same damn thing. Like I was telling you about Joe, Joe Cool.
Mhm.
You know, he's from Chicago. I'm from Fredericksburg. It doesn't matter. The government shuts down. They just shut down. And everybody, you know, mom and pop shops, they suffer, but the post office stays open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The courthouse stays open. You know, everybody else stays
I
open.
noticed in the mail that my
Yeah.
jury duty got canceled. Yeah.
Exactly. But
All right,
you
so-
know, go ahead.
Oh,
What-
Jimmy,
what-
Jimmy,
what
I
are-
am
what are
talking
your-
about donkeys. Was that Jimmy who
No,
said that?
no donkeys. No donkeys.
So how do you guys
Who said
feel?
donkeys?
Each one of you, how do you guys feel about the government's shutdown? Do you guys think it's something that should have been done, been done sooner, or are we ready to come out of it? Do you think we're coming out of it too early? Just you guys, just quick thoughts on that before we end the.
Oh,
stream.
actually, well, in Texas, we try to say, I have a long story, but I'll make it short. But here's a long story, and I'll make it short. I've been calling the mayor. I was calling the mayor because she was trying to be a transparent person where I could call her on her cell phone. That's how small town it was.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was worried about the elderly people that don't know how to get on the interline, right? To find out how this Coverse is going. She
Yeah.
refused to answer my phone call. I called the police chief 5 times. Okay. With my disability and my problems with my equilibrium, I fell out of the shower and I
Oh, Jesus.
fractured my jaw. No,
Oh,
no,
sorry to
listen.
hear.
Fractured my jaw. I fractured my jaw
Ugh.
and I crushed 2 of my molars, and I couldn't go to the VA because they were closed down. So I was
Jesus.
at the local hospital. I was at the local hospital, and all they could do was give me a fucking IV because the doctor wouldn't pull my tooth. I'm not going to sit in a hospital with covert, or the Crohn's disease. Take me home.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When I got right, I had my friend take care of my dog, and she's 15 years old. My girlfriend, I should say, she's 15. My girlfriend's not 15 years old. My
Oh,
friend's 15 years old.
I was about to say, I was like, whoa, hold up, man.
I know.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
but that's how we keep our girls in Texas. And
Hey,
she's
my
my cousin.
My donkey is
And she's my
21.
cousin. Yeah, and she's my cousin. I'm joking. I told you my Eastern humor would come up. My girlfriend Janie, was taking care of my dog was I was at the ER. And I told the nurse and I told the doctor, if you can't fix me, I'm going to pull out the IV. I'm going to go home because I'm going to get staph infection or corona. I'm more, susceptible to Crohn's disease than I am sitting in my house.
Yeah.
the hospital called the local police departments, and it was complete retaliation. I showed up at my house. Because I pissed off the chief police and I pissed off the mayor. I showed up at my house with my girlfriend and my dog, which is 15 years old. She didn't have a leash on. From my driveway to my house was 20 yards. They gave me a citation for a dog unleashed for $180. That's small town bullshit.
Well,
That's small town bullshit.
Baba. That's like that 77-year-old Baba in Michigan. You heard about that,
Tell me
right?
about that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Tell me.
Yeah, the 77-year-old Baba, he was denied unemployment 3 times in a row,
Right.
and he had to make money. So he opened the shop back up. The governor of Michigan, who's already under fire, she started picking on this guy, the 77-year-old guy, took him to court. The court said the governor can't make him close. So you know what she did? She took away his barber's license without a hearing.
Oh, no. It's completely different. I mean, you're misunderstanding.
I'm not misunderstanding. I'm just saying that's the way,
retaliation.
People, act.
Yeah, retaliation.
Exactly.
I called the staff sergeant. I said, look, I know I watch you guys constantly. That's a bullshit pussy move for your rookie cop to give me an unleashed fucking dog, which is 15 years old. You know what I told my dog? I have her so trained. I said, go to the door. And she went to the door.
Yeah.
And that
right.
pussy.
All right. So, Tim, about you, what are your thoughts on the whole COVID thing? Sorry to cut you short, Texas, but I can't be on a whole lot longer, so I gotta kind of get this going.
Well, the thing that bothers me about the COVID thing was when this whole thing, kind of first started, Cuomo in New York came up
with
sending, COVID patients to nursing homes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, originally, I thought that was a great idea, but then I found out that these nursing homes were not vacant or anything. They were actually still open.
Right.
Okay. So they're moving COVID people in with elderly people who don't have COVID.
Right.
And then when they ask for the ventilators and the masks, the state of New York refuses to give it to them because all the nursing homes are private. And that's why you have all deaths in New York. And we have a similar problem, not as much like the whole public-private thing, but the thing with the VA up here, we had a VA hospital up here that had so many deaths.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've been up to Walter Reed 3 times. Like even the VA down in Audie Murphy, Texas, is large. Walter Reed's closed down, of course. The VA down in San Antonio is much larger. Hell no, this would be the last time. I'd much rather sit in my bed and drink whiskey than
that's what I'm doing.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting in a hospital bed with the IV. Hell no. Take care of yourself because anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Stanley, if I am incorrect, I apologize. Okay. I just know that there was a scandal. Well, not a scandal, but there was
it's a scandal. It's a scandal.
That he put people in a private institution and then decided we're not going to give you the stuff to help them.
Right.
So I appreciate you pointing that out, Stanley. You're right. Not all are private. I'm sure.
And that's the problem. I mean, and that's a good statement. We're not all rich. I'm 100% disabled. I earn so much money a month, and there's people that are losing their houses right now because they can't work.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they're not supposed to. The government is not supposed to allow that to happen because they're the ones that shut down the country. So therefore, at least here in where I'm at in California, homeowners and landlords cannot throw you out. while this COVID-19 thing is going on. And I would assume it would be like that throughout the entire nation. But then again, you got slumlords, you got people that are trying to take advantage
Exactly.
of other
Exactly.
people.
Do
And
you have,
government can't oversee every single,
Yeah.
in the entire nation. That'd be asking way too much of them. So obviously there's going to be instances of that. Okay, so
Right.
guys, I hate to cut this short. We're having a great time, but I gotta get going.
Gotta
Had a
do
fun
the-
time
yeah.
though.
And
Thanks,
hey,
Texas, for
Stanley,
joining in.
And you know what?
Stanley, I noticed he wrote, my wife is an LPN at a vet's nursing home that is state funded. It is not private. Regardless of whether it's private or not, Stanley, I hope your wife stays safe. Okay, buddy?
And you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, you Bostonians or you Beaners.
Did you just call me a beaner?
Yeah.
I thought that's what they used to call me.
And God bless. And you know what? God bless you. God bless you won the World Series finally, because we're up on you on the Astros big time. So that's
All right, guys.
hitting the jaw.
All right, guys. So
That's a
Texas,
hitting the jaw.
Hey, Kenny,
I'll go back to
Tim Barry,
Tex.
thank you.
Kenny, thanks for having me, buddy. Tex, great
Oh,
talking
man.
to you.
All right, guys. It was nice to meet you guys, man. Nice to meet you.
You
Nice to meet
too.
you.
God bless.
Take
All right.
care,
Okay.
guys.
All right, guys. Thanks everyone who joined in. Tim again, Tex, thank you. Joe Kaiser, thanks for joining the stream. Taze, thank you for sticking around for most of the stream. Denise, I will definitely do this again. This has been a lot of fun. Jimmy, thank you. Stanley, thank you. King9, thanks for showing up, sir. Who else we got here? Scrolling up. Speed Addiction, thank you. TV Jeff, thank you. May Chong, if you're still around, thank you. Anybody else who's watching and I'm not getting to, I really hope everyone enjoyed it. And I hope next time we do this, maybe you guys could join in. I can have up to 6 people right here on StreamYard. And also, I can at least take one more through Google Voice. And I'm trying to work a way to do it through different avenues too. But for right now, this is what we're doing. I should have another video for you guys up tomorrow. And don't forget, Saturday, Armed Forces Day, we will be having a show. Mike will be joining us, and we'll be having a few other people, some veterans. We'll have some law enforcement officers as well. And we're just going to have a big old roundhouse discussion. And hope everyone has a great one. All right, y'all. Peace.